What is up, guys? My name is Ryan18 on the Ryan18 Forever channel, and I'm here with a very good friend of mine. I'm here with my friend Corey Judd. Um, and pretty much this is our Raw review uh, for the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. We start off with Vince McMahon starting off Monday Night Raw and introducing D-Generation X. We have Thank You Vince chants throughout the arena. I forgot to mention that it was in St. Louis, Missouri, the hometown of course, Randy Orton and Evan Bourne. DX starts off Raw. There's new DX Army shirts. We have X-Pac being announced down to the ring along with Road Dogg and Mr. Ass Billy Gunn. Pretty much they do their whole DX catchphrases. Damien Sandow comes out being the smart aleck that he is. Comes out and then will pretty much get super kicked and pedigreed and then thrown out like trash. Anything you want to say about DX? Embarrassing Damien Sandow.
Yeah, I mean, X-Pac definitely did gain a little bit of weight there. I mean, they were pretty comical as they always are, but it was great to see him back. I mean, no China.
Well, that's
for reasons known.
That's for other reasons, which we will not announce on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Keep it PG.
Keep it PG, like WWE now. Anyway, so then we have is Jim Ross returning to commentary. Then we have a six-man tag team match, which I'm very surprised. This is a shout out to my boy Raymond Rivera, aka the
One-Up Triforce.
AKA the One-Up Triforce. We have a six-man tag team match. This is a shout out because three of his favorite wrestlers are teaming up for the very first time. We have Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, and Sheamus versus Jericho, Del Rio, and Dolph Ziggler. What were your thoughts on this match?
Well, at first when I saw Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara, I thought that was crazy. But then when Sheamus came on that team too, that was just amazing. And if Ray didn't see that match, he's gonna regret it big time.
Well, I mean, it was a great match. Sheamus pretty much hits Jericho with a major brogue kick. Then we would have then would go on to defeat, the team of Del Rio, Dolph Ziggler, and Chris Jericho. Then we would have Charlie Sheen coming out via Skype. Pretty much he's the social media ambassador for Monday Night Raw, apparently for tonight's 3000th episode of Monday Night Raw. Then we have backstage segment. We have Layla and AJ Lee. AJ Lee's getting ready for her wedding night. And we have some interesting segments backstage. We have R-Truth and Roddy Piper, playing jump rope with little Jimmy. We have Mae Young and her son, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So many others.
We have yoga with Trish Stratus.
Oh, that's not yet. That would be pretty soon to come.
But it was a good time.
Pretty much, if you guys didn't know, this is, do you know that if it would take 75 days to watch every episode of Monday Night Raw, going from the first one all the way up to now. So, a little bit of an information for you guys. Then we would have the reason why I keep looking down, of course, you guys always know, I always have my notes right here with me. Then we would have a squash match. We have Brodus Clay versus Jack Swagger. With the Funkadactyls, Cameron and Naomi. Pretty much a squash match, big belly flop from Brodus Clay. And Dude Love, of course, aka McFoley, would be there at ringside. Then we would have Trish Stratus backstage with Triple H, pretty much giving him yoga lessons. Trish Stratus looks good as she always does. Of course, she has already dyed her hair. What was it, brownish color?
Yes.
Oh, she's been like that for a few years. And also X-Pac hits on, Trish Stratus.
He gets shot down.
And he gets shut down by, Trish Stratus. Then we would have is the wedding of AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan. We start off with Slick being apparently the pastor or the father for the wedding ceremony. And pretty much they do what I do's, and AJ says yes, of course. Daniel Bryan says yes as well. Yes. But AJ says that she says yes not to Daniel Bryan, but to Mr. McMahon for a business proposal for her to be the GM of Raw. Daniel Bryan is pretty much pissed with no chance going from when the winning had ended, and he pretty much threw out all the winning stuff. And would go into the next commercial. We have Punk comes out and say that you got stood up at the altar. The Rock comes out. I marked down you saw it. I mean, you gotta go with the Rock. But anyway, the
Rock strudel.
And the Rock actually, and the Rock the Rock shaved actually his goatee that he used to have. So the Rock looks like what he looked like when he returned, with the shave, whatever. He shaved his goatee pretty much, and he says that he says that you don't decide who is the greatest of all time, the people decide. He says that finally the Rock has come back to St. Louis, Missouri, and pretty much Daniel Bryan cuts him off. He says you don't cut off the Rock like that, and the Rock won his very first title in St. Louis, Missouri. And announces that The Rock, or himself, I should say, will be in the WWE Championship match at Royal Rumble in 2013. Whoever is the WWE Championship at the time will face The Rock one-on-one with the Great One. Then we would have as a special wedding gift from The Rock to Daniel Bryan, a nice rock bottom to end that little segment. Then we have is the Intercontinental Championship is on the line, which was voted by all you fans on the WWE Universe. We have is Christian versus the awesome one, The Miz. Pretty much I already knew The Miz was going to win. I love The Miz. You don't like The Miz?
I do not like The Miz. I like Christian.
You like Christian. Okay. You know what? I respect that. I mean, hey, Christian's a great competitor. I like him. Pretty much The Miz would hit the skull-crushing finale. We have Christian, blowing out his knee once again. Then we would have as a segment, another segment with Charlie Sheen, via Twitter. Skype. Excuse me. And then we have is Triple H calls out Brock Lesnar instead of Heyman comes out. Pretty much, talks bad about Triple H,
and his
children. Triple H gets pissed, says that don't talk about my children that way. And Heyman would go on. Then we have Stephanie McMahon coming out looking as lovely as she always has. I think, what is she? Probably like 38, not even 40 yet, but she's still looking good. Not trying to be a perp. But anyway, Stephanie McMahon comes out, pretty much, yells at Paul Heyman, slaps him across the face, and starts to beat him up. We have Brock Lesnar coming out. As soon as Brock Lesnar comes out, he is pissed, goes straight after Triple H. Triple H comes back, clotheslines him outside of the ring, and takes off his shirt and just walks out like a coward.
Brock Lesnar cursed on national television. It was blocked out, but he said, F you. F off. I'm sorry, F off.
He said F off. Okay. Then we have is a little Austin versus Vince McMahon video package, pretty much where Stone Cold came in with a beer truck, cemented Vince McMahon's what was it? I think it was a Chevrolet or whatever it was at the time. And pretty much that'd be it of that. Santino and Hornswoggle come out with the WWE Brawlers, giving it to fans and stuff. So that was a cute, I guess, if you want to say. Then we have is Heath Slater versus Lita, and then she has a bunch of backup. She has the A.P.A, Rikishi, Psycho Sid, Vader, Doink the Clown, Animal DDP, and so many other legends that Heath Slater has faced in the past few weeks. And pretty much Lita would hit the Twist of Fate, then the Moonsault 1, 2, 3, and Ron Simmons would say, "What, Corey?"
Damn.
And he would say, "Damn." And then we would go with, they would celebrate, and then we would go into a catchphrase video where they show probably the famous catchphrases in WWE Raw history. And that's pretty much it of that. Then we cut to a backstage segment with Zack Ryder, Mean Gene Okerlund, and John Cena. We cut off with The Rock. The Rock says what he told CM Punk, that I'll be, ready for whoever will be the WWE champion come Royal Rumble time. Then we have is Kane coming out, apparently getting ready for a match, and a bunch of these jobbers come out. You know who the jobbers are. We have Hunico, Camacho, Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins, and Jinder Mahal. And we have the surprise return of The Undertaker. My favorite wrestler of all time. I don't know if it's yours, but by the way, who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
I wouldn't really be able to.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who is it?
I don't know. I mean, I have a lot. I mean, mostly like high flyers, like RVD. People like that.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you like high flyers.
But if I had to choose one, I'd probably have to say either Edge or Randy Orton.
All right, Edge or Randy Orton, great competitors. I love them. Then we have is we had the Brothers of Destruction pretty much cut in house. It wasn't really a match. And then we would have the Brothers of Destruction pretty much again clear house. Undertaker goes down on one knee, and you know what else happens, and they would leave the ring. Then we would cut is to the main event. We have the WWE Championship is on the line. We have CM Punk versus John Cena. Pretty much a quick match due to the fact that Raw was almost ending. And pretty much starts off pretty strong. We have Cena, let's go Cena, and Cena sucks. We have the referee gets knocked out, and and then the Big Show comes out, spears and knocks out John Cena. CM Punk keeps thinking about if she should pin Cena or not. Grabs the referee and keeps waiting. Goes for the pin, and it'll only be a 2 count. And then we have some random TNA chants while Punk was getting the referee. I don't know why. Why they would chant TNA, but probably just for a joke. Then Punk tries for GTS, which is to go to sleep, and is reversed by John Cena into the STF. Show comes back and beats on John Cena, which would end in a disqualification. The Rock would come out, pretty much drops the Big Show, with a bunch of punches to the face or a bunch of slaps, whatever the Rock does, and then we would have his Punk hits a kick to the side of the ribs to the Rock, and gives a GTS, and pretty much he turns heel. So this has been Raw 1000. I'm pretty upset that we didn't really get a chance to see Stone Cold,
Steve Austin, Randy Orton didn't have a game.
Well, I mean, he's still doing his suspension. Triple H had confirmed earlier today that he would be there. A lot of superstars were supposed to be confirmed. We have Eugene there. There was a lot of superstars that should have been confirmed, but didn't get a chance to make it. So this has been Ryan Suze 18, and I'm here with my good friend Corey Judd. Thank you for coming on. What do you guys think about Raw 1000? Do you like the new logo? Do you like the new stage that was set out? What did you like? What didn't you like about Raw 1000? Pretty much a pretty good Raw. Good way to end it. We're left with the mystery. Is CM Punk actually turned heel? Why did he hit The Rock? Well, pretty much he's the WWE champion, so he can do pretty much whatever he wants. But anyway, what do you guys think about that? This has been Ryan Suze 18, and I'm out, guys. Peace.